Dragon Age Inquisition. So, just as we ended the last session, we made our first choice at the war table here, which we know takes real time, like 48 real-world minutes to complete. And it has been. It's been somewhere near 24 hours. So let's go back to the war table to grab that reward. Everyone gather, and then pop in and out. Good. Good, Liliana. That's spy work coming in handy. Alright, so build watchtowers. Commander Cullen. I think I called him Alistair last session. That's not Alistair, that's Cullen. Alistair was from an earlier game, but they just look somewhat similar. My apologies, Commander. So, with the watchtowers built, we've had advance warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who had fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put in the time to help these people. I lost track of that halfway through. Alright, absolutely. We now have watchtowers in the hinterlands. Let's see if there's something else we can get started. For example, scouting the Storm Coast here will unlock a whole second open world area, which would be good. The Black Emporium I know is related to like the DLC. I think that's where you can go to change your character's appearance even after you've started. So it's one of those areas. Let's check Orlais while we have a chance. Address the Chantry, so whatever is marked by the breach icon there, the green crystal, must be the actual main quest. And I know we finally got enough inquisitorial power to unlock that one, so I think we're ready for that. Oh, a lot of these, I think. Red Heart and Flames of the Inquisition Charger, I believe, must be mount quests to get new types of legendary horse, etc. Alright, so let us jump back to the hinterlands for now. However, I didn't actually say anything. Some of these missions also, like some of them are one time. Gather coin, I know, is like an unlimited mission. You can always send someone, if they're not busy, to go gather coin. The problem is I don't know if we're going to need someone just a little bit later in the session, so never mind. Since we're under a time constraint, I won't start anything else. Except maybe scout the Storm Coast. Let's go ahead. Cannot make up my mind. Alright, Liliana, Lieutenant Harding, absolute champion that she is, led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Well, we can't have that. We must go rescue Harding, and we'll do so. Not now, though. Immediately! Alright, fast traveling back to the hinterlands. So now we have the Storm Coast open. That will be great. I believe the Storm Coast is where we find Iron Bull, who's a very important party member. And we need to get over to Val Royeaux to find Sarah? And there's another mage whose name is slipping my mind. We have to outfit our whole party here. And if I'm remembering correctly, I believe Dorian is here, like he's in the hinterlands in Redcliffe or something. I'll stop speculating now. Alright, back in the hinterlands. So I do need to go back and talk to the farmer's son, Farmer Dennett's son. Let's see if we can do that by fast travel here. Oh, a lovely view. Alright, there's Braun, so we can go to this camp. Hello and welcome all. So nice to see you there. In the chat. With your hearts a-thumping.
If those refugees
You live.
they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
Alright, watchtowers are good.
I built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Oh, thank you. Weapons, too. I had figured that must just be a stepping stone on the path to horses, but it looks like we're getting both. So, final mission here, I guess, is to remove those wolves that she wanted out of the picture. Let me see if I have a quest objection. Pardon me, excuse me. Solus, Cassandra. See if I have a quest objective for those wolves. Trouble with wolves. That's the one. Let's try to make this as quick and painless as possible for the wolves in question. Seems like it must be up here, though I'm not entirely sure. We'll take a peek.
There must be something here.
Some soldiers over there. Just sneak in here, real quick like. Claymore. Thank you. Alright, a Carta coat. Failure to deliver. Ah, that must be the... We found a letter earlier about some cache hidden up in the mountains. That must have been it. Alright, wolves. That's a bear. It's kind of like wolves. Alright, family of things. Healthy. Healthy bear. Wasn't as quick and painless as I hoped. Sorry, my friend. Thank you for your hide. I'll put it to good use. Alright. It's dead ends with wolves over here. I wish. Guess we'll have to find a way around. This doesn't seem to be it. Have to find a way around. Just make sure I'm not missing a path. It sure doesn't seem to be. We must have to, like, follow the river or something here. We'll get there. sorry, bear. That was completely unnecessary in that case. Let me go ahead and save myself just a bit of a walk down the valley. I could even go there, but yeah, this'll be fine. This'll get us to the river. Ah, there's a breach. But it is above us, judging from that icon, like, above our level at the moment. We'll circle back around. These guys aren't above our level. So we must be on the right path. Oh, sorry. Varric and Cassandra standing in the water there while I hurl lightning spells at you. That can't feel good in the metal boots. Or maybe it does. I don't mean to judge. Zap me again, Daddy. Varric, that's not appropriate. I'm your commanding officer, and you... Alright, at some point I should really take a look at all these things I've been picking up and outfit us with the latest. But it looks like we're in the right spot. There's our first wolf. So let's get this over with. See if I can negotiate with them first. Oh, nope. Nope, I'm out of practice with the diplomacy. Oh, you got yourself stuck there.
Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
Elena was right.
All
Something
right.
has driven these animals mad.
The breach may have driven them mad. Or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
Well, let's search for a demon then, just in case.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Almost there. There's the demon that's making them all upset. So sorry about this, wolves. And dead. And dead. There it is.
With the demon dead,
There's
the
one
farmers
early.
will be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
That's what I like to hear. Alright. Few unnecessary wolf casualties, but now the rest of them are free. Thank goodness. Thank you so much for stopping in, trying to catch up there. I hope your work goes well, absolutely. Always a pleasure to see you, though. Alright. Demon loot. Sticky. Ah. Another mosaic piece. And some corpses. Sure to be fast friends. Alright. What about this upper level I'm seeing? A new staff. I'll have to check that out. I'm hoping to find a lightning staff, actually, or a storm staff, or whatever they call it. Crystal Grace. It's a fancy flower. And necessary for that puzzle box, alright. A belt full of grenades. Doesn't seem like exactly what I would want around my midsection, but... Ah, hidden chest. Lovely. That should be about it. So we should now be able to fast travel back to the farm. Yes, welcome. Second thing you hear after "Zap me again, Daddy" is, it's sticky. That makes sense. That seems to follow logically. And welcome. Alright, wolf problem. Well, it's over now.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Alright. Time to talk to Dennett again, I assume. However, there is no icon there. Let's check the journal. Convince Dennett, which I thought we had done. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else he wanted from us specifically.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable in good hands to go with it.
Oh, thank you. And, you? Would you like some of this Inquisition money?
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Cassandra, Want to weigh in here?
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at
Oh,
Haven.
she can come too. I don't mean to leave the farm, though. Splitting up families now, just to be selfish. But I do appreciate the help. Thank you, Dennett. Alright, so I believe that exclamation there is like a race or something. We don't have to deal with that right now. I'm not sure what the question mark is. And it's a locked door. So we would need a rogue, like Varric, to pick it, but he's probably not quite up there yet. So we are probably ready. Horsemaster, rather, and horses delivered to the Inquisition. We are probably ready to go speak to Val Royeaux. Let us first jump back to Haven momentarily, just to make sure everyone's settling in. I think there's a little introductory quest I skipped past in Haven too that just teaches you the crafting station, etc. Aha, we have a question in the chat here. Do I play D&D outside of Dark Dice, or is that my only experience? That was my second experience, technically, with the Fool and Scholar team, though the first one we did was Liberty Vigilance, which was a modified D&D 5e, so it's Travis's own proprietary Liberty handbook or adventure guide or whatever it is. So one first, more of a sci-fi themed, but same general rules, and then Dark Dice, obviously, is official D&D. And I believe that's it for me. Those are my only two. So yes, I have been in the spotlight for all of my early stumbles there.
Better than what you ride in Arnsberg?
Alright, who do I need to speak to? Is it you? Are you leaning?
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
It doesn't really matter.
It's good.
In the long run.
Of course it does. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you improve my
Help
equipment?
Improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
And about your designs.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Alright, so it gave me like an apprentice coat schematic. Craft weapons. Alright. Schematic determines the appearance and potential power. The materials then determine the specific stats. This looks like only weapon crafting. Is there an armor table? There it is. Alright, so apprentice coat seems to be the one he wanted me to make, though we do have a couple of other cool options here. Oh, we could even make our own color of her Kunari armor. That would be really nice. But let's follow the tutorial for now. Alright, each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials, either metal, cloth, or leather. Fill all the slots to craft. Utility, offense, defense, damage, armor. Type of slot determines the stat that will be generated. I'm sure that will make sense as we go along. So I have plenty of lamb's wool. I love that each material is a different color and material in itself. It's a really pretty system. So we could make it with lamb's wool. Let's check the other category. We could make that with silk. It appears to be just the lining there, you can see. So yeah, let's do a silk and lamb's wool apprentice coat. Craft. An absorbing apprentice coat. You can then obviously rename it, which is very nice. I always like that ability. We'll wait until we have something legendary to name. Alright, let's see if we did it right.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or...
Same speech as last time.
You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, so we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Alright, so I guess it completed. Now we need to modify some armor. I think that's these anvils here. Freely remove and add existing upgrades. So I don't have any upgrades available just at the moment. I guess we're gonna have to find one? Or did he tell me to grab one from somewhere? Let's check here just in case. Yeah, apprentice coat arms. There it is. I thought I heard that just out of the corner of my ear. Oh, there's also a staff schematic. Alright, let's try this again. Apprentice armor with apprentice coat arms. That is so cool. So it just adds gloves, basically. I like it.
Right.
Alright, piece by piece completed. Good. I think that's it for the crafting tutorial. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Oh, there's Horsemaster Dennett. Good to see you.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition.
Welcome.
And lucky you have me. In lesser hands, you'd be in trouble. Haven can't support the mounts you need, but I can.
How are the horses?
Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this, but we'll make it serve.
Farewell.
Maker be with you.
Horsemaster Dennett, itching to expand into less frigid quarters. I can't blame him.
Heaven has been filled with silence.
Heaven has been filled with silence. Looks like we got something new in the DLC chest. Or maybe we did not. That's weird, it just disappeared. Okay. Maybe it's still thinking? I'm not sure. Huh. It does seem like we got everything the first time, so I'm not worried. Alright, another quick tutorial here.
When will you be able to get us the
I didn't
crafting
realise
supplies
any of
we need?
Leliana's Oxmen mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh.
Did you
I
just
heard.
call me an
It's ready.
oxman?
Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Now tell me about
What did
requisitions.
you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials.
So I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Farewell.
All right.
Make her go with you.
I'll take a look. Inquisition weapons. All right, we need one logging stand. We have enough iron already. But a logging stand seems like something we would need to claim.
Anything we need, let me know.
Perhaps even through the war table here, but I'm seeing the icon on the map. Let's go check it out.
There was no word.
See if we can find some trees.
Sea or sky. All that existed.
See reason, we cannot stay.
Why not?
No one's gonna miss this house. Logging camp. Oh, pardon me. I didn't notice you there. Sorry to intrude. Okay. Well, checking around back. These look to be the trees. I'll grab some extra iron while I'm at it, too. All right. So where would be the... here's some stacks. There we go. Claim logging stand. Alright, so now we should be able to fill that requisition. Cannonball! I like these kind of beginning quests, getting people food and weapons and things. It's always one of my favorite things to do. Getting a foothold in the world and helping people to stand for themselves. Feels good. Andraste's Mabari. You know Andraste's old Mabari? He don't show up in the chant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't. Have had some big old smelly war dog, but all for Eldon knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog he guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just a scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away. But even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him. But then he limped out toward the fire, and Hessarian he shed a tear as that dog laid on the pyre. Oh. Yes, that's Mabari's the companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari's the companion of the Maker's holy bride. A lovely little song with a tragic, tragic ending. That was a specific reference to a dog you could get as a party member. I believe in Dragon Age 2, you could get a giant Mabari war dog as one of your partymen. Alright, I think I need the table. Inquisition weapons, there we go. Craft item. Alright. You guys are all set. Doesn't even seem like I need to talk to her. It's completed. Alright. So I thought there was one more mission here. Yes, the Apothecary. That's the one. In the Getting Started series. Solus, sitting over there, more handsome than you have any right to be. How are you? Alright, find apothecary recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade your potions. Ha-ha! Talk to him first. I'm sure he'll have me follow this.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised.
I don't mean to alarm you, but there's someone peeping over your shoulder. And he appears to have sinister intentions and gothic nail polish? I'm not sure. We've met?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan.
Deal.
I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Can I be of assistance?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
I'll see what I can find. So about potions.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Thank you, Aiden. So I can make a new kind of regeneration potion to go along with the basic health. And I don't yet have the raw ingredients to upgrade, but we'll get there. Looking forward to it. Aha, patient observations day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop feed of prep. Elf fruit extract to hasten her recovery. A lot of thrashing, mutters about too many eyes. Something about the grey. Encouraging? No. May I? Oh, who's going to stop me? There's that lightning staff I've been looking for. Weapons. Staves. 41. Sure. Alright. Go ahead and give it a save while we're at it. So, apothecary, crafter, and I don't even remember what the last one we just did was. Requisitions, there it is, are all done. Let me just take a quick peek at what these are to refresh my memory. I think that's that, like, when we were fighting those ghouly rift guys, you get dreamer rags, which are like something that comes through the fade and you can use it for magical enchantments or something. Let me check this. It might just be like enemy studying, like it's an enemy item. You can increase your effectiveness.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Adar.
Hello there.
This is Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Oh. So now that we're actually making progress, you want to pull the rug out from under us, I see.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Oh, good morning and welcome. So sorry, seeing that subscription pop up now. 7 months, goodness. That must be better than leather, for sure. I don't know what to get you. Here's a pot full of platinum. You enjoy. Thank you so much for your generosity and for joining me on the adventure. Alright, so he's saying he gave the Haven to Divine Justinia for a religious pilgrimage, and now we're starting to make weapons out of it. He's not happy. However, we all have bigger problems.
Pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims?
Haven is the Durelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged
That's a
the
yes.
possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferenden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
Oh, politically outgamed.
We face
Thanks,
a dark
Josephine.
time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Why, thank you. That's very generous. You did that extremely well.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montpellier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Absolutely. Just need to speak to your assistant.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. It must be easier because you're not human. They already see you as different from those of us who lived in circles. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I have something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Alrighty.
That will help.
So that removed my dreamer's rags.
Please bring it in.
So it's like we're researching the demons to figure out how to better fight them.
You've brought back some things. We're putting them to good use.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
Alright. Now I think we're ready. That's all of the setup quests. Let's summon the old war council here. Aha, they're also similar to your character. Leveling up, the Inquisition levels up, and you can get new perks as you do so. And again, they're in the different categories: political, spy work, or soldiery, and then it's sort of like passive Inquisition bonuses. So this would give extra XP for any codex entry we found. That would add up quick. Increases inventory capacity. Yes, please. An extra potion slot. You see here it lists that we convinced Horsemaster Dennett to come back. If we hadn't, if for whatever reason Cassandra wasn't there when we had that conversation, you would not have been able to convince Horsemaster Dennett to come. So it's very cool that you get an automatic bonus there. Alright, let's check political connections. Higher sell cost, a little discount on goods. Rare materials become available in shops. Uh, 10% chance to receive extra herbs every time you grab one off the ground. Significant increase to the discovery range of the search action. This just grants more XP from killing people. That's really hard to pass up, because we're going to be doing a lot of killing people. Oh, it's horribly violent. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Now we can go to Orlais, and off to Val Royeaux. Make it recommended level 4 to 7. Did I just hit level 5? I'm at power level 7, but that doesn't necessarily... That's not what I'm looking for. I think we'll be fine. Let's go for it.
Having the herald address the clerics is...
I think it's mostly just a cutscene.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the herald.
Let's ask her.
I'm not worried about the danger. Look at how tall I am.
What can they do is just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Yes. So we'll spend 4 of our 7 power points to do this operation. And we are off to Orlais. I believe this is our first time setting foot in this side of the country. Oh boy, I'm excited. Anytime now. Welcome to the courts of Orlais.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess seeker, but I think
Good.
we all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side
Why,
of the
that's
market.
patently ridiculous.
I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Crowd surf?
They wish to return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Alright, what's going on in here? Break it up.
Stand wary, guardsman.
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer.
Why, I don't know what you're insinuating.
Wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Kunari sent to subvert the Maker.
Hey now. Alright, now we're in the thick of it. Let us talk, peacefully.
We came here in peace, simply to talk, and this is what you do. I implore you, let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the
Oh, 7 guys, no way.
This Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
I mean, how could they?
Know yourself. She is beneath us.
How dare you? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
I'm just desperate to try anything for my skin condition.
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
That's no way to speak to
Creating
Cassandra.
a heretical movement, raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are
Except
the
perhaps
ones
the
who have
mages.
failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
Just think about it.
I will make the Templar Order a power...
What if this is the only way to fix your skin?
We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
And these are the folks that Cullen would have us, recruit.
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
I'm not impressed.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, We should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Are you okay, revered mother? Is your face all right?
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
Oh, nothing about this
We came
pleases
here
me.
seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
No idea.
I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
You could still help us.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
I can understand that. And respect it. I don't mean to pry. It's none of my business. Intimate, personal question. You got hit in the face, right? Why are you clutching your abdomen? None of my business. Oh, this is pretty. Sorry, Cassandra. All right. Any gold? Any small piles of gold? Solus, what do you smell? Miroir de la mer reveals folly. Miroir de la mer was cut from la Val Royeaux. No, it's not actually. It's not actually time for accents. Taste is off in the reservoir fish. That's a shame. Don't suppose it has anything to do with the demons. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Well, I know why they hid it behind all these thick barrels now. A waterlogged quarterly missive of suspect virtue. Gather round, gather closer. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with the collected... Oh, this is going to be rich. Calipigian? Cuirassiers. Being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favoured, caught in flagrante delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? No. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, hardly a Tethras, but generously arousing if polished cuirass does it for you. And it should. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. That's my favorite part of, like, open-world fantasy games, is there's always one piece of decisively horny literature hidden away. And it's the best. It's the lusty Argonian maid all over again. Big fan. All right. So there are other things to
An arrow with a message?
I'm scared. There are other things to explore in Val Royeaux, but I think we can move along for now. Who's shooting arrows at me? Favors for friends. A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royeaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Journal? Help me out here. Friend of Red Jenny. There we go. Search. By the docks, where we just were. All right.
Let's look around.
A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small, hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk, swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Thank you, friend. Search in the cafe. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of all these coffee cups first. Not here. We'll find it. Pardon me. Don't mean to look under your blouse here. I'm just trying to be a good friend. A different, simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Caris. Saw those who asked about Harold enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit. Alright, and then upper market. I think we need to take a stairwell here. Yes, there we go. Let's get up here. Alright, a scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script, Harold, go at time. Praise Adrast. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Oh, it's all coming together. Alright, so now we just need to use the world map to travel to our rendezvous. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. The Randy Dowager ignites winter passions with the collected Conscripted by Love, being a tale of heroes come legends, the Grey Wardens, and their shining duty to claim those of promise who most suit their joining. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought but spry of step. The lady herself says, always a classic when wardens come calling, or dare one suggest the reverse. 4 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. Not of heroes, division and distance. For a supposed creature of jealousy and greed, Mafrath is less so indeed. Pardon me. For while his word brought low the bride of the Maker, his prize was quickly divided and distanced. Let us consider the lesser of the sons in this matter. Of Evrion we know little. The middle boy, he was tasked with ruling the lands, to be made the marches. No claim by the father was made, no in my name to humble. And that freedom is shown in the result, for Evrion himself was the least concerned with power. He among all led by example, not demand, and spoke only of sacrifice. When betrayal was revealed, Evrion acts as a man broken, dispersing his holdings to the various tribes. It was a penance that spared him his family, but it also dispersed influence. To this day the free marches are scattered. Of Verald more is known, for his actions bring him to the start of our nation. But his folly begins in Navarra, where we must ask, was this the will of a betrayer father, or a mistake of youth? Maferath gave rule to the youngest, Verald, and never claimed Navarra. Never did he sit on the throne, and he is thought to have rarely visited. But his name is hated there, most of all, for it was bartered for legacy by the son. Unlike Evrion, Verald spoke not as example, but to claim. Never his name was mentioned without that of his mother and father. His claims were bold, their actions were his, and their thoughts all shared. But from the father on his throne in Ferelden no word is recorded. And we wonder, was it deliberate? For when the betrayal was revealed, all with ties to Maferath were vilified, and so strong were the ties that Verald had drawn, that his court was killed to a man, and he was forced to flee. Had he kept silent, as seems the will of his knowing father, and had he girded as the father had guided the elder Iserath, then Verald might have remained to rule. But that would require that the betrayer not be as he is drawn, and it would have kept Verald in Navarra, and it would have kept Verald from Orlais, and it would have prevented the further betrayal that truly birthed Orlais. Oh, it's very complicated. Very complicated political history. Cassandra, no! Solus, you can jump, that's fine. No, I'm kidding, of course. Solus, no! Alright. It's time.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. The mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you then.
I'm interested.
Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
So we were hoping to find an army in the Templars. That was the original plan, but now it seems like we may have found our army in the mages. But discussion remains. I am just about out of time here. I'm hoping we have time for this little interchange, because it's one of my favorites. But if not, we'll find a good spot here. And thank you for your patience in coming along with me. Not to mention putting up with all my randy dowager missives. All right. Everybody's exploded to giblets. That's what I like to see.
Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the
Oh, this is a total accident.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My hounds will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what.
What is that?
Nailed it.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what. Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're well fit. Heard about your kind. Seeing's different. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important
drink it
thing
in.
is you glow.
It's fine.
You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
And so begins the best fight in, perhaps video game history. Because nobody was able to find their pants.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
Now that you're not instantly welcome, of course.
Two. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
Very effective arrows. So yeah, you're offering a sort of spies. It's not that official, but
The Inquisition
let's go there.
has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need
Oh, yeah.
people or
No,
not?
we saw.
I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Yes. Instantly,
All right,
yes.
Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See
Oh,
you there,
definitely.
Herald. This will be
We'll get a good return on this investment. See you soon, Sarah. Okay. As much as I adore Varric, let's go here for now. Give Sarah a chance to stretch her legs. You'll never guess what's in these big bags. Too many breeches to carry. Too many breeches. We're gonna have to hire a cart, I guess. Solus, can you hire a cart? Can you make yourself useful and hire a cart? There's a good lad. Are these also just filled with breeches? We only got the one bag. Okay. So, back to Haven to regroup, and that's probably where we will have to stop here. But thank you so very much for your time. We will be back in Haven to plan our next moves. Hopefully tomorrow, though we'll see how it goes. And we now have Sarah, who is another rogue in the party. Like Varric, she can also do doors and traps and things like that. Lock picking, that is. Not just door installation, that'd be weird. Oh, I was just hoping to get back into Haven before I quit out, but there's no real reason not to say goodbye now. Thank you very much for your patience and your time, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Hang on to your breeches. See you back in the Frostback Mountains. Ah, what's that? Oh yeah, that's why we're all here. Okay. Goodbye.